What's up everyone, it's the action figure freak once again, and today I've got you another one of these celebrating 85 years of Marvel sets of Marvel Legends with the Ghost Rider. By the way, another really cool thing, they added on a few of these boxes the little story texts to it. It's amazing, so I would say let's just stop the talking and rip that thing open. And here is the Ghost Rider right out of the box. The motorcycle I've put aside. At first we're going to be taking a look at the figure at first. But I gotta say, from that what I've seen that far, it's freaking amazing. It's really amazing what we get with this figure. There's a few things they didn't really do that well, but there's still a lot of stuff I'm really happy about. So let's just get into the details. And first up, let's see what do we get as figure accessories. As you have seen already, we get here his little sling, chain, his burning chain. Then we get here a right fist and a left opened hand. And on both of his hands, we get opened hands so he can grab his chain, and we also get trigger fingers on his hands so he can actually pull a gun or anything like that. So let's see with the articulation. And on the articulation, we get pretty interesting stuff. It starts on the head, even when the head is just with a dotted joint. As you can see, they actually made his throat bone here. So that's also really cool. When the spine starts looking out, we get in this really awesome head, which is actually articulated. When I've seen this at first, I couldn't believe it. His chin is actually articulated. It's hard to get it open in a few poses, but we actually have got a articulated chin, and when you open it, you can actually see his spine. So like here with opened mouth, you can kind of see his spine through. Pretty cool detail. But for the rest of the figure, we get a pretty simple articulation. We get ball joints on the arms, as well as swivels, double jointed pinless elbows, which I gotta say move really good. Vertical hinges, horizontal hinges, on all the hands, as well as swivels. We get an ab crunch here. We get swivels on the hips. We get here the normal leg articulation with ball joints, swivels on here, double jointed pinless knees, always moving like butter. Then we get swivels on the boot, vertical hinges on the feet, as well as swivels there too. Pretty cool. Just one more thing that I would have wished for a lot. It would have been a vertical hinge for his right hand, or at least for the open hand. They actually gave him trigger fingers so he can also do something else like holding guns. But for that, it's best to have vertical hinges. And as well for his chain, if he starts swinging it, it's way better if he swings anything at any time to have vertical hinges. And I think they could have also give him some better posability for his motorcycle, but we'll see that right after. Just one more thing with the details on this figure, it's really amazing. We got the clear plastic in red coming out of his jacket. And we actually got one of the best eye paint jobs I've ever seen. Just these flames inside there with all the shade. It's really insane. We got the bone painting all over him, which is also really great. And even different colored clear plastic. So it's kind of waving the way right through it. The jacket here is molded fully. So with a pattern on it, pretty cool. We got the chain here hanging around, the spikes up here. We got the spike armbands, as well as on the right hand, some kind of knuckle part here. We got here the chain hanging down, and on his left foot there's also a chain band. By the way, even the pants got a molded pattern on it. So all in all, this is a banger figure, already good purchase. But now let's see what we get with the motorcycle. First up, we have the motorcycle, which looks pretty good already. So here the burning clear plastic tires. We got here a leather seat, also with a molded pattern. There's a lot of stuff going on, and one of the best parts here is they actually closed the screw holes. Normally they would leave it open as on the Punisher that I've reviewed a few years ago. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Then we get flame pieces to support the motorcycle because it got no stand or anything. So this is really good. And then we get 3 more pieces. One is this here. So this should be sliding right into here at the front. So it's, oops, almost fully combined. Yeah, and it slides down there pretty good. So looks even better now. And then we get now 1, but 2 of these things. I'll guess like 1 you could probably, no, I don't know. Holy, that's weird. So we got that one here that goes onto here with a peg. You can kind of turn this to the sides. Pretty good. Where this thing belongs, I don't really see. Maybe it goes like here, but why should they do this? So I'm gonna do some research. Maybe I'll find an answer. Okay, I was fully stupid. It's down here. We got like 2 peg holes down here. One is here on the front where you can attach it. So it's more for his feet. And then I think you should be able, yeah, to pull it out and do it like here in the middle. I don't know, doesn't look that good, but I mean it's kind of necessary. But we got 1 more peg hole, I think, yes, like this here. And the cool thing is we get a 3rd flame piece that you can stick into here. I think you all have seen the many various Instagram and TikTok posts of many people posing this around. We actually have our little jumping Ghost Rider motorcycle. That's a cool display piece. I think it's amazing when Hasbro tries these kind of things. So let's try 2 things with this, then it's pretty much everything for today again. But let's try getting the Ghost Rider figure on there with the feet on here and then with the feet on the front. Let's see if that looks good and can be supported by the stands. Okay, sitting is working pretty good. Let's see if it's stable enough to hold with this. There it would be almost the right position. But one thing that disturbs me a little bit is they didn't think one thing through fully. With the back hat flames here, his head can't really go forward that much. And he has to bend like forward that he can sit on this really good. If you look like here, he just almost can look forward. So on most poses where photographed from up, it could look a little bad. But let's see if we pull this part here on a different position. Holy, what's wrong today? So yeah, this is the other pose. It's not much different. The figure sits on there way easier. I think it's a little too thick on the sides here. So it's hard, as you can see from the backside probably. His legs are spreading out in a weird way. It's really hard to get a pose done with that. But it's mostly working, as you can see. Let's just see in the end if the stand supports the weight. Let's see where it's attached here. Okay, and yeah, there he can look more down, or if we put the head up, we get here the opened mouth. So yeah, this is a really cool set. I'm really happy that we get in another Ghost Rider motorcycle with a figure in the bundle. Pretty cool thing. Always loved these things. It's like my third one. I already got the Deadpool when it first came out and the Punisher one. But this thing here is a really nice addition to the collection, and even after I think the figure might be better on a few different ways, it's still such a cool set, and I'm happy Hasbro has given us this. And you can even change out the figure if you want. I mean, it's 1/12 scale. We have like 30, or I think pretty sure even more Ghost Rider action figures. So just switch it out if you don't like it. But I mean, the head is piece by piece the best thing ever. So yeah, I'm going to try getting clear a little bit, getting just back to being feeling good and not having slime in my throat and everything. So yeah, that was pretty much everything for today. Hope you had an awesome day. Like and subscribe for more like this. Now it's time to say action out.